Yo, what is up, chat? Welcome back to another presentation. This time I have my programming fundamentals 2 semester project on how I cure cancer yet again. Just kidding. I did not cure cancer yet again. I lied. I'm very sorry about that. It won't happen again, I swear. But for real though, what is my project about? Well, here's an overview. Many people probably had this project thinking, okay, I want to make something beneficial to society. I want to I don't know, cure some sort of disease. I don't know. I want to solve a problem. My problem here is not enough people know what Limbus Company is. And your next question is, what is Limbus Company? Which proves my point exactly. So the solution is that I made a program to demonstrate my expert knowledge in Limbus Company. And why this matters is that you too will now know what Limbus Company is thanks to me, and you will probably not play it, but still, it's important to know this. So before we get into this, a bit of a trigger warning here. You're about to witness high levels of nerdity, and new word I just made up, where I have an insane amount of knowledge on this game, almost to the point of an obsession, maybe even a blind obsession. Viewer's discretion is advised. Also, there is some blood and violence in this game, and some of the images there will be blood, but it's not extreme, but for some reason sensitive blood, maybe don't watch this. Okay, anyway, a bit of an overview. So Limbus Company is a gacha game revolving around a cast of 12 sinners. And each sinner will have a lot of different identities, or just skins if you played other games. And this project will be themed about the skins. We're going to be identifying and naming different skins that pop up on the screen. So I have 4 main files I made for this, or 4 main files I guess. So the semester project is the main file, where it's going to contain all the job effect stuff, and it's basically everything's going to be in that main file. The named image class is a class I made that contains all the images and all the image names. We'll go over the named image class a lot more later. The project other subfiles where I contained methods that I didn't want to put in the main semester project file because I thought I'd probably get overloaded. And finally, the identities folder, which is the folder where I can have almost all the images. I actually don't have almost all the images in identities. I have 36 because it takes a while to download them all. So I just have 36 in there, but it's required to run the program, so you need that folder. Okay, I'm going to show you how it works now. This is an insane transition that I worked on in editing. Wow, that was such a cool transition, am I right? Okay. So this is my program right here. We have imported everything. I think the best way to do this is I'm just going to run it, and then we're going to see how this works. Let's go ahead and run it. It's going to take a bit to run because it has to go through all the images real quick. But eventually, there we go. So we have to name this identity right here. And I don't know if I should explain this. I guess I'll just name this. So this is lobotomy, or I think there's a period in this one. Yeah, that's probably remnant. So you can see, okay, I got that correct. So how does this work? The identity will be shown on here. Let's go ahead and get this. Let's do a different one. So the identity will be shown on here, and you have to guess the name of this identity. Which, yeah, that's literally what it says now. I think. So this is the Pequod Harpooneer Heathcliff. So as you can see, I know all the identities. I'll just flex real quick a bit more. This is Edmund family chief butler Yoshu. Correct. Okay. I guess I'll stop because I actually know this one. So how this works is it is reading the name of the image. Let's just go. Let me pull this folder real quick. So it is reading the name of this image. This is, I think, LCA Rujat something. I don't remember the full name of this, unfortunately. I know you can feel me later. Where is this? Oh, there. Okay. So I see it's the PNG file name is this. Now, if I just copy and paste this into here, you can see it's correct. If I remove this, let's say I remove an S, and try again. So you have to get the perfect name down, which makes this game a bit hard because you have to get another full name of the identity. For example, this is this not Moon Office. This is I forgot it actually. The Moon Office Fixer Sinclair. And that gets it correct. So let's go and run through how this works real quick. So this is just creating a new name. Oh, I did not mean to correct that. So up here we have an array list of named images. Now named images is an object I made, and this is the named image class. All it does is just generates an image, generates a name. That's all it does. And then there's 2 getters right there. This is an insanely complicated class, I know. But Yeah, so the reason I did this is, let's go to project other real quick. This entire method is just to load all the images into the file, into this Java code itself, because if we go and zoom out here for a sec, let's pull this over. Whoa, the tech right there, am I right? As you can see, this is not actually containing any, there's no image. There are no images in this file. In fact, better term, there's also no, there's no folder in this that contains all the identities. That's because right here is the file path to my identities folder. And I just put my downloads folder because I was lazy, but I don't clear my downloads folder often. But yeah, all my files are in here. So you should read that, because that's probably why it's not working on your computer. And I'm not gonna read that out loud because I'm sure you have reading comprehension, am I right? Okay. So anyway, this just sets the gallery and stuff, and then here, we'll get to why to say atomic integer later, but this is just going to create a random number from 36 to 1, which is the amount of numbers, that's the amount of identities in my folder. And then once it does that, it's just going to pick up a random image from my array list, put it up on the screen, and then yeah, we have the text field, label, 2 buttons, and yeah. I think that's honestly it. Let's do one more just for the heck of it. Why not? Oh, that's a tough one. I don't actually know this one. I'm just gonna go new. That's the middle big brother. Fire Fist Office Survivor. The manager of La Mancha Land, Don Quixote. Yeah, I could go on forever about this. Kiro. This is my favorite skin, by the way. I think it's so cool. And not just because, never mind. And Captain Ishmael. Okay, I can go on forever about that, but the point is, I think yeah, it works. Let's go and get back to the slideshow and this insane transition. Alright, now let's go ahead and talk about the technical difficulties. So we have 2 technical difficulties here. Case number 1 is what I call the demented images. So, images themselves, they don't actually remember their names. So whenever you call them, they'll just load the image file, and then the names are just gonna disappear. Obviously it's a problem, because if I don't know the image file, if I don't know the name of the image file, how am I supposed to call it? How am I supposed to store it? So the solution to this is that we have transitioned the images to a new gender, the named image class. So this contains both the names and the images. And as I said, there's an array list of named images, and there's a getter class for name, image, and name. This makes it just really easy just to get the name of the image and the image itself. So the second problem I had was the pushable button versus the immovable int. Ints cannot be changed inside a button and created outside the button. Don't ask me why. Couldn't tell you, to be honest. But that was a really weird quirk, and my original plan was I was just gonna just generate a new int inside the button, which is generates a new number. But that created some problems, and it wasn't working. So called someone up, and they said, hey, let's blow it up and drop the atomic bomb on it, and that's how we got the atomic integers. The atomic integer class acts as an integer, but it allows the changing of integers into buttons. Generally, I cannot tell you, I'm sorry, I cannot tell you how it works. You can probably read points for this, but like, I probably don't know. It just does. That's all, I'll take it. Yeah. So what could be improved here? First off, score counter would be nice. Yeah, keep track of your score, always keep competitive. It's an addicting game, so like, I can see it. We can include GIFs, as I have a GIF up here. Or we can just do other formats, like .jpeg with a JPEG. The reason why I only have .jpg and .png is because at the end has to clip off the dot, and at the end, I could have changed that to be... Actually, yeah, now thinking about it, it would have been easily fixed. I just read from the period to the end. But I was kind of lazy. And to be honest, I forgot how to do that. So yeah, that's why I don't have that. But yeah, easy thing I can fix. And at the end, I can add in a hard mode where you only get 1 life and a limited time frame. I think that could be really cool. Well, thank you. That's me. I did everything on this project. Thank you. Yeah. Bye.